Alright, Dominaria draft. Let's see what we do. It's been a long day. So we have a bomb rare here with Naru, Meha, Master Wizard. Wizards is definitely an option. Only other thing I'd consider in here is Shavan Fire, but I think we'll take the bomb. Double blue kind of limits us, but let's go for it. I don't think I've ever seen one of these in drafts, so there's that. Alright, Joda kind of adds to the theme, but I really hate it. I don't want to have to go to 3 colors to do it. So really I have Llanowar Elves is good, Shavan Fire is good, and kind of fits the theme, and Vicious Offering. I think I like Vicious Offering more than these two, but I'm going to take Shavan Fire in hopes of doing a blue-red Wizards. What else do we have? Nothing really to consider. Good start though. Steel Leaf Champion I could use. G2 Journey Mage though fits the theme. Tatiova. So it looks like green's open with this pack. With them passing 4 green playables. Bailiff Gorger, Tatiova, Steel Leaf Champion, Cyberplane Migration. But I could possibly wheel this G2 Lava Runner. I doubt it, but I think G2 Journey Mage is good enough to give up these. I'd like to leave my options open, but everything else is double green or 2 color, so. So, Bailiff Gorger again is good. Deep Freeze would be removal. Be nice for my deck. Skittering Surveyor is the safe choice. Lets me open up a lot more things down the line. I think I'll just take the Skittering Surveyor. Alright, another G2 Journey Mage or a Syncopate. I don't think I'll see another Syncopate. Although the G2 Journey Mage is really good with a Naru Meha. This is actually a tough one. Cyberplane Migration's tight too. I'm leaning towards the G2 Journey Mage, even though I'm sure I probably will not see another Syncopate. But I'm gonna go with the G2 Journey Mage. Follow my heart. Regardless, we have a really nice red base. And blue appears to be pretty open too. G2 Chronicler fits everything we need. Now we just need some better spells to cast with it. Grabbing a Shavan Fire is fine, but Chair's Torment's overrated. Aether Glider's fine. That's about it. So, G2 Chronicler. Looks like we might be able to just draft red-blue Wizards though from this first pack. It's looking like we had a really nice base. Looking for like Wizards Lightning. What do we got here? Nothing really. Bedallion Arcanist. If we had more nice instants or sorceries, we could see it. Keldon Marauder is the better card. I do need somewhat of a late game. And Bedallion Arcanist isn't a very aggressive card, which would fit into Wizards. So I'm just going to take the Keldon Marauder. Double red's pretty tough with my double blue other character. So this isn't a wizard, and it's not very good. I think we'll just take the Blood Tallow Candle, just for some kind of removal later on. Possible historic trigger, although I don't think wizards usually ever worry about that. We'll take it though. It's not what we're looking for though with Gitu Chronicler or Naru Meha. I guess a Talarian Scholar just to up the wizards and creature count. So I don't really have to worry as much about creatures from now on as I do about removal, because we have a really nice base for wizards deck. We'll just take whatever good wizards we can get. None of this is good at all. I guess Amaranthine Wall if we face another aggressive deck, because we don't have like much defense. But at that point I'd rather just take a Homerid Explorer. I'm gonna have to take 2 of them. I hope I don't end up having to run them, but Rescue's fine. No, Talarian Scholar, I probably won't run it, but that late, we're doing fine on creatures. People really hate Cheener's Torment, apparently. I think it's okay. Alright, let's see where we go with the second pack. We don't really have much wiggle room, so we're pretty much just handed a wizard deck at this point. Hoping for an Adelies, Blink of an Eye, Wizard's Lightning. Alright, we have the Blink of an Eye or the Wizard's Retort. I think I like Blink of an Eye more. All these are fine, but it'd be too hard to move into it now. And we're doing okay on creatures, so Keldon Raider isn't really a consideration. This is Blink of an Eye or Wizard Retort. I haven't really been happy with Wizard Retort anytime I've gotten it. And it's nice to have a counterspell, which it basically is in our deck, but not turn 2. So I think I'm going to go with Blink of an Eye. Has a little bit of both. Sulfur Falls is perfect. Yeah, I think I'd take the land fixing over the additional Journey Mage. Although Journey Mage is a really close second, and Gulpin Barrage is up there too. But I'll take the land. Fight with Fire, pick 3. I think I have to take that. I've actually never seen this card in a draft. And the first time I saw it played against me, I was like, I didn't even know what that card did. So that's really weird. That would come up this uncommon that's like some of the best red removal in the format. Probably the best. I think I'll take it. So things are going pretty well, I'd say. We just need to work on our curve and maybe get a finisher or 2. Some better removal. Right, and that though, a lot of the blue-red stuff we need for wizards are just gonna cycle. Like Gitu Lava Runner or something. Academy Drake, Gitu Chronicler, Mirari Conspiracies, it's useless. Other than that, there's not much. One Grace Acolyte, Sergeant at Arms. So we take something we'd use as a finisher or another. We don't have much to get back with Gitu Chronicler, just Fight with Fire. Well, we have a decent amount. Fight with Fire, Blink of an Eye, Shivan Fire. I'll take the Gitu Chronicler, but it's tough because Academy Drake's just great on its own, either as a 2/2 flyer or as a 4/4 flyer for 7. We'll stick with our theme while it just keeps coming to us. Relic Rider is not a wizard. We don't have a lot of historic. Nothing else in this pack is really that good. Frenzied Rage is okay. Gitu Warcaller is Grizzly Bears. We'll just take Run Amok for the sideboard. It might be an action we can bring back with Gitu Chronicler or Combat Trick with our cheap creatures, but not a very good pack. Skizik is good. Pegasus Courser is good. I don't see myself going into white at this point though. But it must be open if Call the Cavalry and Pegasus Courser are still here. Weight of Memory, just not big on. I mean, it could be really good in our deck. I'd say we just lock up the creature. I mean, this is a big bomb creature. I wouldn't really say bomb, but it's a finisher. And definitely just keeps the pressure on like we're already trying to do, so. I intend to cast it at 5, so. Another D2 Chronicler. I don't know if we'd run it if we took it, but I don't know if we'd run Frenzied Rage. I have to assume we're gonna see a D2 Lava Runner at some point. So Fervent Strike would be good. Cold Water Snapper is another finisher. We'll just take the G2 Chronicler because it's a good blocker to begin with, so we might want to use some just early and know that we're going to draw more to bring back our Blink of an Eye, Shavan Fire, Fight with Fires. Rona, really late. This blue-black seems open. Keldon Overseer's okay, our 3-drop slot's pretty flooded, but it also is, it could be a nice late game steal a creature. It's still just like not very good. I think it's too late to speculate on Rona. I haven't been paying enough attention to like what black cards we've seen though. So I think we'll just take the Cold Water Snapper as like a safe late game choice. Another Keldon Raider is fine. I was talking about the Warlord's Fury, but I don't think I really need it. So we're super red. Ooh, we got 2 things we could want from this pack. So deal 4 to creature. Sacrifice an artifact or goblin for it. I could use more removal, but a 3rd G2 Journey Mage with 3 G2 Chroniclers is super aggressive. And another Keldon Marauder. So this is coming together nicely. It's like a blue splash red aggro deck. Seismic Shift for the sideboard. I don't see us ever sliding it in, but Keldon Warcaller, something. Another Seismic Shift. Maybe if we see a super greedy deck, we'd run that and try and cycle it and just cut them off from a color. Maybe a deck with Muldrotha or something. Alright, not a bad pack. We have a pretty solid base. We actually have a fully functional deck here if we just throw in the Run Amok, Keldon Marauder, maybe a Hammered Explorer, 17 lands. It'd be fine, so let's hope we just get some things to put it over the top. I know we need better removal. Gilded Lotus we don't really want in our deck. We don't need the Skittering Surveyor. Yeah, really nothing in this pack is good for us. Like, yeah, nothing is good for us. Well, I might take Sorcerer's Rod because I've never taken it or used it, but I have enough wizards. Ugh, even though it's just creature or just players. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, especially first pick. We could take another Skittering Surveyor. I don't know if I'd play it because all my creatures I feel like I'm going to play anyway. Maybe I cut this or the... Well, I don't see myself cutting the Skizzik, but maybe a Keldon Marauder or something. I'm going to take it just because I've never picked it, and who knows. Nothing else in this pack is good for us. There's not much here for us either. Dead set in red-blue though. Maybe a Keldon Overseer for like late game and to add to my aggro. I thought there were some great picks, just it's too late for a lot of them. Again, it looks like Saprolings is pretty open from the past 3 packs I've seen. Well, past 2. Let's take the short sword to try to make my creatures a little bit better since they all are pretty low level. So, Goblin Barrage, Divination, or Rampaging Cyclops. I feel like I'm okay on creatures right now, especially 4-drops. I'd rather have the Keldon Marauders than the Rampaging Cyclops. I'll just take the removal spell. Yeah, Fungal Plots. That's good. Grow from the Ashes. All good Saproling stuff. Maybe I should have just been drafting that the whole time, but we'll take a 4th Gitu Journey Mage. So looks like I'm probably going to cut the Sorcerer's one. Adderley is super late. Perfect. Nothing else in this pack compares. Let's throw another 3-drop in there. Probably take out a Scholar. Yeah, this is fine. Really probably don't even need the Skittering Surveyor. I don't think I need a 5th Gitu Journey Mage. I'm gonna take it anyway. Another Skizzik. I think I'm gonna side with Skizzik over Bloodstone Golem at this point. I mean, yeah, it would help my curve a lot to have a Bloodstone Golem, but I don't really see myself playing it. But I could see myself playing another Skizzik. Maybe another Blood Tallow Candle, just for more removal, but I don't see us getting to 6 mana. Fire Elemental sucks, Unwind really sucks, but who knows, maybe I face a deck that's just, well, I never see that. Like, I've played the deck where it's just like 3 Blessed Lights, a Gideon's Reproach, and like a Vicious Offering, but we'll take a Fire Elemental. We're gonna play either, so. Well, this worked out great. I wish we could have gotten some Ops. Opt would be insane right now. I don't think we saw any though in this pack, so I don't think we're gonna see any. One thing I kind of wish we had was more things to get with Gitu Chronicler. Flashback with Gitu Chronicler, because we just have Shivan Fire, Blink of an Eye, Fight with Fire, and Goblin Barrage. I'll say Fight with Fire, Shivan Fire are both pretty nice with it, but sure, why not? Okay. Rampaging Cyclops, we still probably aren't going to run, but why not? And that's it. We drafted a pretty tight deck though with Narumeha, Adeliz, 5 Gitu Journey Mages. So One of my biggest questions is, do we run what of these three? Blood Tallow Candle's okay, because our removal's not great. It's all damage based except Blink of an Eye, but Blink of an Eye is not hard removal. Short Sword's probably going to go in no matter what. And Sorcerer's Wand, we have plenty of wizards, but is paying 3 to make them deal 2 damage a turn. If it was creature or player, like, fuck yeah, but God, I feel like even in this dedicated wizard deck, I'm still not gonna run it. Which says something about that card. I also have no need for historic triggers. So let's throw that over there. So we have 15 lands we need right now. I want to go up to like 17 probably. This deck's pretty low curve, pretty consistent, I would say. Let's take it our Rampaging Cyclops. So right now we'd be up to 16 lands. Feel like Keldon Overseer would be overkill. It's not a wizard. It might be a nice late game addition to like in the game after I've attacked as much as I can with wizards, but honestly I would take out a G2 Chronicler if I had more 2-drops. If I had more 2-drops, I'd totally take out a G2 Chronicler here. But I don't, so 2 out of 3 of them are basically going to be vanilla 2/3s. Having one to bring back like a Shavan Fire or Fight with Fire or something is about the only reason I'm running more. But I think we're fine with 17 lands. Like, yeah, we have a stacked 4-drop and only 1 6-drop. No 5-drops to note, except Skizik is basically a 5-drop. I think we have decent removal. Blood Tallow Candles, Short Sword. Blood Tallow Candles is probably the weakest card in our deck. I don't see myself winning if we get to where I need 7 mana to remove a creature if I draw that, but I think we did fine. Maybe I could take out the Blood Tallow Candle for a run amok. I think I will. I think, what do we have for removal besides that? Shavan Fire, Blink of an Eye, Fight with Fire, Goblin Barrage. I think that's fine. Throw in a run amok. Nice combat trick. It could act as either removal or just keeping an important creature alive like Adeliz or Naru. And it's a instant instead of a artifact. So I think that's what we'll run with. So we're definitely running a shitload of mountains. Wow, because that's 90% of our deck. Most of the islands we got are pretty useless. We definitely get them anyway though for Naru. But it should be a pretty easy mana base here. I think 4 and 12, maybe 6 and 10. I feel like I'll still get all the mountains I could want because I have 11 basically with Sulphur Falls. That's more than a fourth of the deck. Yeah. This is okay. This could do it. It's decently aggro. Pretty fucking mid-range, but let's try that out. I do have 5 G2 Journey Mages though, which is kind of fucking weird. I don't think I've ever run more than 4 cards, but I believe in Sealed you can run 5 or more copies of cards if you get them. And I just happen to get all of these. So it might just be G2 Journey Mage the deck, which is pretty crazy with I don't need to protect my computer. Naru Meha, Adeliz. That's about the only thing that really cares about it, but one cares about the other, and there's 3 G2 Chroniclers to trigger them, so really hopefully I can just play spells to get them low enough, and then just maybe attack with everything to kill. Do I want a Sorcerer's Wand? In case we get, like, board stalled. Is it better than a short sword? It would be on a Gitu Chronicler most of the time. But it's more expensive to equip. Could I stay alive if I'm tapping my wizards? I'll sideboard it in probably after the first game or something, depending on how it goes. Alright, so that's the plan. Let's see how this goes. You know, I'm considering taking out Run Amok for Sorcerer's Wand. Because if I get it back with Gitu Chronicler, they know what I have in my hand and it's not nearly as good. When attacking with a Journey Mage with it is like a 6/5 trample. But also in like a stalled board state, if I can just equip a Sorcerer's Wand to either of them, I can just wait till their turn and block and use it. So that's a little tough. I think I'll keep the Run Amok just because it also triggers Adeli's Cinder Wind. Alright, let's just go for it. With all these Keldon Marauders though, I could also, I'm gonna have 17 lands. I could discard them if I don't need them. So I could run more lands, but I don't think I really have room for what I have. Alright, let's just play with this. Alright, find an opponent quick. Have fun, good luck. So this hand is fine. 2 lands, some 2-drops. Can find any land we need with Skittering Surveyor, I'll keep. Doesn't wish me good luck back, so I'll definitely take note of that. Not that I was going to have any mercy to begin with, but alright, there's the 3rd land. Go ahead and play Gitu Chronicler. Keep one back if we ever need it. But now we can go grab that 2nd island with the Skittering Surveyor next turn, play a Naru whenever we need to. Hopefully has a nice combat trick and blow them out, but Fight with Fire is nice to have in the hand. So I'll just attack. Not really worried about removal of my little 2/2 or 1/3 wizard 2-drop. Strike First Blood, Skittering Surveyor. Now we have a decent defensive creatures. So he's blue, black. What am I worried about? Some kind of historic deck with Rona. Definitely some counter spells, good removal. Maybe even wizards. I feel like the blue wizards aren't nearly as good. Oh, okay. Oh god. Throw on Temporal Gateway. So So he's trying to just cheat big, sick creatures into play. I might not have an answer for some of those big, sick creatures, so I probably just need to go as hard as possible here. I don't think I hold back Fight with Fire. Just attack with everything and just try to be as mana efficient as possible. Probably play Keldon Marauder. Well, I'm not going to play Keldon Marauder because I don't want to discard anything. It's all good. Let's play a Gitu Journey Mage and keep the pressure on. And a Naru Meha next turn, even if I don't replicate a sorcery. It would Anthem my 2 wizards in play. Hopefully it doesn't play something big with this. It's gotta be 4 cost or more, so that's not good. Time of Ice. So he plays it so it can't be countered with my 1 blue mana. Not that I could do that, but him returning these cards to my hand isn't so bad. But does slow me down. But being able to cast them all again is pretty nice. So I need to just keep empty in my hand. He obviously has nothing. He has possibly a fungal infection with that land, so so maybe a Short Sword, Gitu Chronicler, or just a Naru Meha. I still don't want to discard any cards with Keldon Marauder, so let's Short Sword. Whatever, well, Short Sword on the Gitu Chronicler. An attack. Because he's going to pick one of these to tap forever anyway. I might should just run amok to there. I think I'll just play a Gitu Chronicler though. Get as many wizards down as possible. Or no, he's just going to tap it with the Time of Ice and return to my hand. Although these 2 would be untapping, so it wasn't that bad, but that was probably a mistake. But, you know, I wasn't going to do anything with that 2 mana that turn anyway. I should have run amok earlier, but what big things is he going to be playing with Thran, Temporal, Gateway, in blue-black? Hopefully not any of the big black legendary cards, although you could play them anyway. We haven't really done much damage, so it's pretty rough. Alright, I could use Drawn a Land, because so he's returning these 2 to my hand, or anything I attack with this turn. I don't think it's worth attacking with any of them. Maybe Skittering Surveyor just to go grab another land. But yeah. If I do attack, he'd be 11, which meant after these guys come back, he'd go down to 9 if I played that. I think I'm okay on attacking. Let's just Keldon Marauder. I don't think we discard anything. So all of our cards are good. We'll draw the mana if we need it for Cold Water or Snapper or whatever. Maybe we could get a land instead of it for replaying this Gitu Chronicler, but we have nothing to return at the moment. I'll just not do that. It would be nice for replaying these cards, but think pretty bad. I mean, he's gonna buy. Okay, so he's gonna. If he casts that during my turn, that's actually pretty good. Unless it counts as a different time of ice. I'm not sure how that works. Because I believe it's a different time of ice, so they won't untap. Although, I mean, it's close. I need to get to 9 mana so I can kick this. I don't see it ever happening, but... Alright, so it's just the ones that he's tapped with this one that can't untap from that time of ice, so I was right, but... Next turn he is going to return any tap creatures, so that was well done of him. I think I could go ahead and run amok with the Skittering Surveyor. Because I don't really mind it being returned to my hand. You could play a creature with this and hopefully kill it with a run amok. Yeah. Please block. Yeah, it should. Yeah. That worked out very nicely. Got that out of his hand for a run amok. So it just acted like a fucking lightning bolt or better. Acted like a Terminator or something. Return all these to my hand, and all of them have enter the battlefield effects. I have decent mana to cast them. If I draw another land, I can cast the Skittering Surveyor and the Gitu Journey Mage. Hopefully get an insurmountable advantage. There's that Rona we were talking about. So he's just a Time of Ice deck, and he's just going to keep casting Time of Ice, it looks like. So that's pretty sick. I don't know what I do about that. With only 5 land, I need to just ship my hand on to the battlefield. Try to take over. At least he doesn't have any board presence besides Rona, so. Now he's gonna play Karazov again. Thing is, if he casts him, I need to kill both of them. So he can cast that as an instant? No, he can't right now. So I need to just kill him if I can. So it looks like I have to use a Fight with Fire on a Rona, which hurts, but it worked out. Shouldn't have been greedy and just played that Time of Ice. He could have played it that turn, just returned all the guys to my hand again. What is he playing here? This is bad. Oh. That's not that bad. So I play a Skittering Surveyor or keep the pressure on with a Journey Mage. Have I played a land this turn? I can't remember. I'm gonna just play the G2 Journey Mage. Deal 2. I could play a Naru Meha next turn and equip a short sword to somebody. He attacks his turn as if able though. So I could defend with this, but I'm open to a fungal infection. We'll see. You know, I always feel like this is going well and I end up losing, but feels like this is going well. He's down to 1 card in his hand. His Threat Temporal down at Gateway. Doesn't do much really except for casting instances or legendaries at instant speed. You have to attack with it. I'll trade. I don't mind just whittling down your cards. It'd be nice to have that wizard last. So he definitely doesn't have any combat tricks in his hand. If you let that die. So I could equip this. I can't Skittering Surveyor and do anything else though if I do. So I think I'll just Skittering Surveyor. And attack. I'm going to use Skittering Surveyor as a draw, because I'm going to play that Keldon Marauder. Or Keldon Raider, excuse me. And discard the land I just got with it. I'll probably just get another land, but there's a little more card advantage. Alright. That could be really good against everything we've seen so far. That's not going to do it. So attack with everything, cast the Naru if I need to, and a Journey Mage. We'll just do that. Can't block to begin with, so let's deal 6. Wait to play the Naru, because G2 Journey Mage kills him here. GG. Yes. I'm gonna tell him good game. Alright, so what are we sideboarding against? A lot of historic. I didn't see any removal at all besides Town of Ice, and I don't even know if that triggers like rescue. Well, I could rescue anything, but it doesn't target. So I might even go more aggro. I feel like the more creatures I could shit out, it'd be the better. Would Sorcerer's Wand help? I think it's fine what we had. I don't think I need to sideboard anything really. This card hand is fine. He finally says, good luck, have fun. He's deciding down to mulligan to 5 cards. Hopefully he does. Hopefully mulligan's down to 3 or 4. That's a good sign because our starting hand is pretty nice. I didn't even have to show him that Naru Meha next or last game either. I was worried. Is that a divest? Yep. Go ahead and get rid of Gitu Journey Mage. Now he knows everything we can do. It's a card I've never run even out of my sideboard, but every time somebody plays it against me, I feel like it's pretty good. I really could use some ops in this deck. Just to make it more consistent. So he's stuck on 1 land, so that's something to note. Missed a land drop there. So let's just go for it. Gitu Chronicler, not the most aggressive start, but hopefully he just keeps missing land drops and we can get our win. Yes. Attack, of course. No fungal infection. I'm going to go ahead and play another Gitu Chronicler. I could hold it back to save this fight with fire, but I should just press the advantage. Usually when you're mana flooded like this and they're kind of mana screwed, it's good to just go as hard as you can while you have the advantage. Alright, beautiful. Still nothing to worry about. Even if it's a fungal infection, it's not going to kill our guys because they're 3 toughness. We'll trade our land hopefully for some more action. And something like a Vicious Offering won't kill this, so yes. Trade a land for land, but now we have that island for a Naru Meha if we draw it. He's on a 3-turn clock if he doesn't play anything. Alright. I did kind of script. I at least showed him 1 more card than he knew of by playing the second island. But I'm not too worried about it. So he knew I drew an island, but in reality I actually drew 2. So it's worse than he thought. And even though we have him down to nearly half his life, yeah, so that's what I'm saying, oh, well I guess it wasn't kicked, it couldn't have been kicked, but I always see that card, I assume it's been kicked. But that was what was talked about, where we aren't in such an advantage like we think we are. Because down to 11 life doesn't mean shit if you can just play a bomb. You can just start blocking all these guys. Fungal infection would just kill him right now. Nope. He's in desperation mode. I'll keep... Well, I don't need to keep the fight with fire because it's a sorcery. Why not go grab another land? We have 2 more Keldon Marauders in our deck, so we could just turn it into something else like we did last game. But no, I think this deck's really good. We have a really high chance of drawing a Gitu Journey Mage. Hey, what did I just say? There are 4 more in the deck, so it was very likely. So attack with everything. He can remove whatever he wants. He's not going to remove 2 wizards though. And I can deal 2 more to him after this. Beautiful. So it's GG unless he has something crazy that I don't know of. Alright. Good game. And a 2-0 start to this league. So it was well done. Let's look at our deck. I always like to do that after the first match. See what all we change. So I think we just did really well that his deck wasn't very good. I mean, it was a ton of historic cards like that Time of Ice really that always like damages you a lot, but having 5 Gitu Journey Mages is pretty intense. Like, we may as well go the aggro route as much as possible. I feel like I might even cut the Cold Water Snapper in favor of maybe even Sorcerer's Wand, so because we have 17 creatures. And if we get to a board stall, like, Cold Water Snapper isn't going to help me as much as even a Sorcerer's Wand would to deal 2 more in turn and just hold back blockers. I wish we had 2 Naru Mehas or 2 Adelises, because everything else in the deck just gets insane if we draw either of them. Skittering Surveyor isn't even that good in our deck, because we don't really care about historic triggers. And it's just grabbing us that 4th land, really, for these 4th or 5th. I think we'll just keep it, though, but I might cut this Cold Water Snapper, because if it's going to do anything, it would be blocking, like, their bombs, and if so, it's just going to die anyway. It might be stupid after such a good first game to try to switch things up like this, but I feel like Sorcerer's Wand with all these Gitu Journey Mages that might not be able to get through after a while with, like, say a Cloud Reader Sphinx or something, and they're dealing 3 damage turn, but I've dealt so much damage to begin with all of them and other wizards with Adelise and Naru. I have plenty of wizards to equip it to, so it's just tap to deal 2. It could probably end the game. Who knows, I'll probably lose my end match just because of this. But I'm going to speculate on that being better than a somewhat finisher. So we'll save the deck like that and run round 2.